All right, let's keep reading Jane Doe in the Cradle of All Worlds. We are up to the chapter called The Manuvian Knife. Dapper three-piece suit, slicked back hair, chiseled jaw, Mare Atlas is a pompous, barrel-chested statue come to life. Grade A jerk and then some. Who are you talking to, Doe? Nobody. We heard voices, Peg says, hobbling around, checking behind the piles of junk. He's changed his clothes since our dip in the ocean. So has Eric Jr. Don't deny it. No, I was talking to myself. I do it a lot, on account of the whole no friends thing and all. Violet giggles under the wagon. I stomp my foot to cover the noise. Sorry, nervous tick. I stomp again for good measure. Eric Jr. frowns at me, hanging back with the horse. I want to punch him. By the way, I wasn't trying to drown you, Junior. That's a lie, Peg says. I saw it all. He glances under the wagon. Thankfully, Violet's off the ground, stretched out between the axles, face up. I can just make her out between the planks beneath me. They'd have to crawl right under to see her. Nobody here. Atlas stands right in front of me, hands in his pockets. You were bound and gagged when I left, Doe. Robin helped you out, did she? Made things more comfortable for you? Maybe. Peg reaches into the cage, gives the flask a pig-like sniff. What did you talk about? The weather. I can't help covering for Winifred. My baby photos sealed the deal. An unspoken pact, for now. Oh, and swimming lessons. Probably a good idea, really. Peg punches the cage. Cut the cheek, you little freak. What did she say? Save your breath, Gareth, Atlas says, and all I can think is Gareth. Peg's real name is Gareth. She isn't going to tell us what Robin said, and she doesn't need to. After tonight, I am going to be heralded as a hero, and that old meddler will have no choice but retreat to her precious little museum forever. He gives Eric Jr. a curt nod. It is time. Eric Jr. leads the horse into the shed and tethers it to the wagon. Violet shifts a little underneath. Peg gathers the severed rope and knife from the cage floor. Want me to tie her up again? Leave her. The crowd will find it more dramatic if there's a hint of danger involved. My face falls at the C word. What are you going to do? The mare's lips flicker with a smile. Tell me, Doe, have you ever heard of Manuvia? No, pity, beautiful place, turquoise sky, endless jungle, all of it teeming with life. I journeyed there on my first adventure through the manor. Eric Atlas and the Red Temple Siege, Eric Jr. says, buckling the last strap of on the horse's harness. It's an awesome story. The best, Peg says, which surprises me. He doesn't exactly seem like the reading type. If you weren't forbidden to lay your eyes upon the Blue Haven Chronicles, I would highly recommend it, Atlas continues. Not that I like to brag. Anyway, I passed through the manor with ease, a couple of booby traps, nothing too serious, but trouble was brewing in Manuvia. Upon my arrival, I discovered that an evil tribe of cannibals known as the Gothkins had stolen something from the great kingdom of Manu, a relic. It's just a knife, really, but to the tribes of Manuvia, it was considered a mysterious and most powerful weapon. According to legend, the knife had the power to harness the energy of those it slayed or injured and transfer that energy to whoever wielded it. So my calling was simple: retrieve the knife, save the world. The journey to Gothkin's caves was long and fraught with danger. I won't burden you with the details, for they were many and quite extraordinary. I got the knife. Naturally, the Gothkins were not pleased. Even after I'd made my triumphant return to Manu, they laid siege to the Red Temple, the resting place of the knife. For 90 days and nights, I battled and bled alongside the Manuvians for 3 whole months, and the Gothkins were defeated. The great kingdom of Manu, nay Manuvia itself, was saved. I don't like where this is going. After we had claimed victory, Kucho, the tribal elder, called everybody to the base of the temple stairs. Atlas starts pacing. You see, the Manuvians believe, and I say believe because although I have never returned, I am sure they are still alive and prospering, that everything has a spirit. Air, stone, water, flame, and bone. Everything. They also believe these spirits can be tainted, broken. The spirit of the Red Temple, having weathered such a lengthy and vicious battle, was in the greatest danger of all. It had to be saved, revived, sated. I glanced down at between the planks, see Violet's wide eyes staring up at me. They'd captured 37 Gothkins in the battle, Eric Jr. says. Out of those 37, 9 were women, 6 were elders, and 4 were children. Right, Dad? Correct, Junior. They were taken to the stairs, their lives spilled upon the stone one by one, fed to the temple, not in the name of battle, but in the name of ceremony, of sacrifice. It had been done many times before. That was how the temple had received its name. Red Temple, Peg says, 'cause of the blood, see? Thanks, I tell him. I got it. And they cut them with this. Atlas pulls a knife from his vest, a sharp curved blade with an ivory handle carved into the shape of 100 writhing, intertwined bodies. He steps up to the cage, twirls it through his fingers, the Manuvian knife itself. I swallow hard. They gave it to you? After a fashion. I deserved it after everything I'd done for them. A mighty gift for a mighty warrior. Lifted it just before I made the journey home. It holds absolutely no magical or mythical properties, but of that I am certain, but it is remarkably sharp. The mayor traces the blade across his neck. 1 cut per sacrifice, that was all it took. People have done it for thousands of years in the other worlds. Cleansing rituals on temple stairs. Offerings to gods and monsters. He shrugs his blocky shoulders. I don't see why we should be any different. Don't see no reason at all, Peg sneers. You have terrorized this island for the last time, Jane Doe, Atlas says and smiles. We are taking you to the festival. We are going to sacrifice you to the manor at dusk.